Okay. God, was there something else I wanted to do as a pregame question? Oh, I remember. Okay. Ooh. All right, we've got some atmospheric music going again. It might be a little too spooky. I don't think we're starting on a spooky note. We just finished killing a bunch of big monsters. Okay, so while we're waiting for Aeneas to show up, I think one of the places I want to start today is I want to check if you guys can remember or can like find notes and stuff of the stuff you've like the loot you guys have gotten so far, special items and stuff, because I know there have been a few and I don't want us to forget about them. So I think notes have been showing up somewhere, but I think it's a good time to kind of just regroup on them.
I'm adjusting my volume in Discord.
Okay.
I do remember I had those potions we found.
Yes. Hogard found some potions.
Mm-hmm.
Cody has that necklace.
Okay.
There was that silver ring that I found. This was like a couple of games ago, though. At that crypt or resting place. Yeah.
You didn't pawn that, did you? You haven't sold that yet?
Did I? I can't remember. I don't think I did. I feel like it was talked about, but then we didn't actually do it.
Yeah. Like, I think you ended up not having to because you didn't have anything to buy with it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we added silver ring to your inventory. So,
yeah.
Do you still have any of those like special arrows that we got?
Did we keep those?
Or did
Oh, that I can't remember. I can't remember if we took the. I feel like we took those.
did you put them on the altar?
I can't remember actually.
Okay. So, if we don't
I've got
have it written down,
Sabek has a special necklace.
Yes, Sabek has the necklace that you got. That's just like a loot necklace, but it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lunara, you did take the arrows. I know because I messaged you the description of what they do. Right. So I think it was like half a dozen plus one arrows. So, did we put that in anywhere? Okay. Somewhere on your character sheet, you should make a note that you have, let's say, 6 plus 1 arrows.
Okay.
Oh, no, here we go. We did. It's, on your character sheet, it says enchanted arrows plus 1. It's not in your inventory. It's in, like, your, above your abilities section.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, okay. So we made a note of that. Morgan. Are you here?
I have Dorian's shield.
Yes, you do. Did we take anything else from him? I don't think
so.
Okay, good.
There was a necklace, but you guys accounted for that. I didn't write anything down about the shield, though.
Okay.
Remember kind of what it does.
So if you open your character sheet up, you can go to the... Do you see the tab for bio? It's on the right side, just below your, like, name and class information. Core bio spells.
That's it.
All right. If you go into bio, you can write down notes for stuff like this. That's probably the best place to keep it. Dorian's shield has a name, which I'm gonna have to find because it talks, which means you should know its name. But it will give you general warnings of danger, which means that you are. It means that you will have forewarning against any kinds of ambushes or traps or unseen dangers. That might come in the form of advantage, or it might just come in the form of immunity in some situations, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm sure we wrote that down somewhere. Here we go. Fuck. I just had it. Alright. Well, we can just call it Dorian's Shield for now.
Okay.
I think it was called Gray something. Anyway, alright, so you have that. Does anybody else have any loot they can remember acquiring?
Hogard grabbed a giant's axe, which he liked at the time. I mean, he may get tired of it and drop it. It's like 72 pounds. He also has three, he has a skinning knife and 3 daggers that are like swords to most people, but, you know, big handles. So I may tire of that stuff, but for now, he picked it up thinking it was pretty cool.
Okay. That sounds
headcanoning that I'm still carrying Varunga's tongue.
Fuck, yeah, okay. Yeah. Make sure that you guys have all that stuff noted down somewhere that you can find it in the future. Okay, so you guys have finished your goals here in this dungeon. But there was some talk of looting and finding additional stuff. So I think that's probably where we should start. Okay, so... I want to start with me kind of laying out the parts of the mountain that you haven't seen yet, or do you guys want to start with something more specific?
I don't mind either way.
Okay. So, if you guys look to the south side of the room that you're currently standing in, this is a big, cavernous room that seems to, like, expand out into darkness, on the south side. So, there's some room to explore down there, and of course the floor in this room is, flooded, so you could, like, swim through it, or, something like that. Other than that, I'm gonna switch us over to the other map. Sword Mountain's first peak. Oh yeah, okay. So, you guys saw almost everything on this map. This map being like the front side of the map, kind of. This room here, room 5 with 5A through D as exits. This room is interesting because it's going to connect to like all the other places that you haven't been yet. So 5B leads over to Varunga's like lair. That's where you faced him in that caldera. 5C leads to Orel's chamber. So you guys are currently in 5C. And 5D leads somewhere you don't know because you haven't explored it yet. How do you guys want to start? Any guesses?
I mean, I'm very interested in heading towards 5D just because it's a space we haven't.
All right.
Yeah.
If there's no other opinions, I think that's where we should start. So let me check. 5B goes there. All right. We're going back to the other map. We're not doing anything else on this map. This map's done. All right. 5. God damn it, cat. Here we go. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the polygon reveal tool. Okay. Everybody should be on Sword. Oh, wait. Okay, now everybody should be on Sword Mountain's second peak. And you guys are going to the bottom left corner of this map. I'm gonna put away. I think our elf girl is just going to go hang with the werebears until you guys are done exploring.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Lunara, do you want to keep your raven with you for now, or do you want to send it to rest up with them as well?
Yeah, let's just send it to rest up for now.
Okay. Cool. You'll get it back in, before the end of the game, probably. And it'll be all healed up and, good to go, unless something goes terribly wrong. Okay, so you guys should now be in the bottom left corner in front of the room, or in front of the door labeled 5D. You're standing in a big open chamber. It extends off to the north. It extends off to the east, over some rickety bridges, and the ground, or the ground beneath these little ledges that you're standing on is flooded. So, standard. How do you proceed?
I say let's cross this bridge.
Okay. Can you guys all roll, what's it called? Perception for me? Yeah, that's your notice skill.
That's not a saving throw. Hold on.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
What's it called?
Perception should be a wisdom skill, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys halfway over. You guys can move your characters from here. As you are approaching, there's a door at the end of the room. Okay, I'm putting my food away because the animals keep trying to eat it. Okay, back. So, as you guys are approaching this chamber exit to the end of this room, you guys start hearing something. Lunara, you rolled the highest perception, so you're going to be the one who hears it first. At first, you hear just some faint cries in the distance. They appear to be in Dwarvish. How do you respond to this?
I'd like to alert the group that I hear something, but I don't understand it.
Okay. You can probably recognize Dwarvish in the same way that I could, like, recognize Spanish, even though I can't speak it.
Gotcha, okay. Like, it's Dwarvish, but I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah. It's one of the, like, 3 big languages. Anyone have any reaction to that, or you keep going?
Hogard
Of the dwarves.
Hogard's going to listen and try and hear what she heard.
Okay. As you, as soon as she informs you, you can kind of pick it out. It's definitely coming from the direction that you guys are traveling. And as you kind of tune into it, you can start picking out some words. And so you're going to hear some expressions like, God's below, what is that thing? And, oh, kill it with fire, kill it with something. And,
Sabek would shout.
Hilda's leg! It's eating her entire leg! Just general cries of pain and terror.
What the hell is that? Go.
Doesn't sound good.
Hey, Gimbal, your shield is going to whisper to you and say, hey, I think there might be some danger up ahead.
Shield is going nuts right now. You guys can hear it. Really insane.
Yeah.
Just told me it's about to jump off this cliff.
All right. I'm going to pull out my short sword and have it at the ready.
Okay.
I think Sabek would do the same.
Did you guys use those potions to top off Vanitas and Gimbal?
Still looks like he's missing a bunch.
No.
Okay. Are you guys going to use those potions to top off Vanitas and Gimbal?
Good.
I think we should.
Okay. Gimbal we can ignore for now because he's, or not Gimbal, Vanitas we can ignore for now because he's not with the group. But, Gimbal, how many, like, swigs of this potion do you take? Well, let's go one swig at a time. And now I have to find... Anybody make notes about... Hey, Dad. Since
I have some notes. I have some notes on it. Hold on just a second. I'm looking at my bio. It says that we have 2 potions, a gallon each, or at least I guess I'm carrying 2 potions, a gallon each, and it's 20 doses, 16 doses on one of the potions, and 20 doses on the others. So we used 4 potions, I guess, from the one. And I think that was healing the bear's wife.
Make a note that it heals for 1d6 plus 1 per dose. That's the important part. So Gimbal,
Yep.
1d6 plus 1. Can you do a roll like that for me? And you have currently taken about 30 points of damage, so roll that as many times as you're comfortable swinging out of this flash. All right. So you've got 30 damage total. So you can just keep rolling that until you're happy. You're at 19 healing. You good?
But,
You good? Okay. All right. I think we're good.
Thank you.
Oh. There we go. Mikhail has notes. So, do you guys proceed on through? You guys go through the door?
So we're at the door now?
I mean, there is a door up ahead. That seems to be where the cries are coming from.
Okay. That one indicated by the star, right?
Yeah. Well, only people with DM permissions can see the star, which you can because I have you as their DJ. But the star, I just put stars down to, you're allowed to write notes on tokens, so I put stars down and write notes on them.
Gotcha.
It's not a spoiler thing, it's just my note-keeping mechanism. So, do you guys proceed on ahead?
I'm down to keep going.
Yeah.
I think we should go
Hogarth's down. They go across the next bridge.
Yeah, let's press forward.
I think we should go one at a time,
Slowly.
though, just in case.
One person at a time?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Like,
could.
there's no reason for us to clump and just bumble through this area. We should, be a little stealthy.
All right. Who's going to go in front?
I think
Who knows?
I'm the stealthiest. Yeah. I mean, I can try to like scout ahead, see what everyone's freaking out about.
It may be also the dwarf who can understand the language.
And is a
Yeah.
rogue. I mean,
Well,
can try
yeah,
to-
yeah,
Hogard
yeah.
makes sense to go in the front.
Okay. Hogard just got pushed up to the front, I think. So Hogard's timidly walking ahead in front.
okay. Those cries of terror that you guys hear are going to be getting louder and louder as you come. It sounds like there's like a big battle going on as you're approaching. But you peer through the hall. So this is door 8A. This is the exit to door 8A. You peer through the hole and you don't see anything. What do you do?
What do we see?
I mean, you
Torch in
see the room that I've revealed in front of you. It's another chamber like the one that you're used to. There is I mean, you've got this layout of walls that I've indicated. There's a big, like, table kind of shaped like the rocks are elevated in one part of the room. And there appears to be some kind of device just in the corner of your vision, but you don't see any battle happening.
I'm looking for traps.
Okay, the yells sound like they're happening like right on top of you. Okay.
Shield is quite unnerving.
Yeah.
Right now.
All right. I'm gonna move towards the left, upward, northwards on the map.
Make a perception roll with advantage.
All right. Second. So perception. Well, I'm doing perception. I don't know how to do the advantage.
Advantage just means you take the higher of the two.
Okay. I
Okay.
have 15.
Oh wait, I forgot that I could do this. Let's see what happens if I do this. Very good. Okay. as you go around the corner, you see a large, horrifying monster with tentacles and such that appears to be like trying to squeeze in the hole there. Not doing very well. And the cries of terror seem to be emanating from this monster.
Hogar looks behind him to see if the others are behind him, and he continues slowly forward.
Oh,
They would probably shout, "What's
interesting.
going on in there?"
Okay, wait. Important note. Point of order. Where's the rest of the party? Because these two like snuck ahead to do recon. Are you guys waiting to hear back from them?
I mean, I think that we would be pretty like on the edge of our seats, like where the hell did these guys go?
So
Yeah,
kinda
we're
like-
waiting for any kind of sign.
Right, like right
Yeah.
here,
The,
like
the party is slowly approaching.
sure, like right
Yeah.
up against the door, but waiting to hear back from them before you go through it. Okay.
Yeah, like I imagine we were still creeping forward as they went forward.
And we start hearing the slaps of the tentacles.
Okay, as Hogard like notices this terrifying monster, he tries not to let on that he saw it. Am I reading that correctly, Dad?
No, I had just looked to see if anyone's following me. I'm just going to investigate, so I'm really not looking to see if others see me or see it. So tell me what I see.
Okay.
I'm going slowly close to it. You kind of have me positioned closer than I want to be.
Sure. Well, I
but,
mean, you wouldn't be able to see it until you're close because it's around the corner here. There's a wall here, and he's kind of like ducked on the, like squeezed up against the side of the wall, obviously trying to hide. Well, as soon as it.
Tell me what I see now. Give me a new explanation of it if you can, if I see any more than I did before.
Okay. So first, I'm going to reveal the second half of the room. And over here. Click, click. Click, click, click. Okay.
I'm gonna
So
glance-
there's a
I'm
lot
gonna
more to the
glance-
room, which you see as you go around the corner. The creature itself is let me see if I can get a description of it.
I'm looking over there to my right, I think, at this point, up north. What does that look like? The lamp thing
Did you
with
guys
the
just get a pop-up?
I did.
Okay.
It
That's
sure
the
did.
creature that you're looking at. It's some kind of terrible eldritch monstrosity. Kind of looks like it might be related to Ciara.
Now, can I do some kind of check to see if I know anything about this?
Okay, we're in bullet time though, so it's going to pounce on you. Like it is in the action of pouncing on you, but I'll give you as much information as you want to assess the situation before that happens.
Okay.
All right, make a knowledge nature.
And that's not a saving throw. That's just
Nope, it's a skill.
nature. Just nature.
Yeah, nature skill. Okay, not bad. All right, so you know pretty well. This creature is it's a well-known monster. It is what we would call an aberration, which just means weird, gross monster. They are these grotesque creatures like this. They are known to be able to make. They're able to mimic the cries of their victims, which is probably what it's doing right now. They're also known to live in like mounds of filth and carrion, and they're drawn towards disgusting, stinky, like unpleasant things. It has two stalks with eyes on them that it can use to observe you.
I saw the picture. I am just standing my ground, sword ready in front of me, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm hoping others are going to come up and get my back, but I'm just going to stand my ground here and not move.
Then he's going to go
We're
first.
definitely getting in there.
Huh? I didn't hear you.
At this point, I definitely want to go in there.
Okay, you guys can move your characters in. The monster is going to go first. He's going to make he's going to pounce at let me read his abilities real fast to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Okay, so it's going to jump at you. It's going to take a bite at you with its mouth, and
is that Hogar when you say
yes,
you?
It's going to jump at Hogar, take a bite at him, and swing at him with two of its tentacles. So it's going to do 3 attacks, but it's going to have disadvantage on all of them because you saw it and anticipated it and are like ready to respond.
I have my sword ready to parry or whatever I need to do to defend myself.
Wow, it rolled real good though. Oh boy. Because even with disadvantage, its rolls are 15, 19, and 17.
Yeah.
And Hogar's armor class is 13, so all 3 of those are going to hit.
Hogar is a pretty weak character, so go.
All right, Hogard.
What's the damage?
Oh, okay, it's not a crit. So, you're going to take, fuck. Okay. I'm very glad the numbers worked out real well in your favor. And by that, I mean you take 25 damage.
All right, Hogar has 2 points of health left. Hogar is on the ground.
Hogard. Now, Hogard, I have some bad news for you.
Oh God!
Because the truth of the matter is that you're not on the ground. You are, in fact, restrained inside of one of its tentacles and being held aloft in the air.
Oh God!
Also, Dad, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, and with that, I'm gonna add everyone to combat. Since we don't have Cody with us today, do you want me to throw Ciara into the fight, or do you guys think you got it?
I think
You know, I'm thinking at this point, Hogar's thinking Ciara should help.
I mean, narratively, I think it's interesting if you're here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I've added us all to turn order. The monster has gone first. Dad, you feel, you feel bad right now, but you probably feel bad because of all the getting chomped and whacked around by tentacles and stuff. So there's really no reason to be concerned about anything else. So you're probably fine. Honest, like it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
So do I get a counter attack?
Narrative order, I think it makes sense that Hogard goes next.
Yeah, I had that sword ready, so when he's coming after me, I'm ready to attack him back.
Now, you're not going to have a sneak attack right now because you do not in any way have advantage over this creature. Also, you're currently tangled up inside of one of its tentacles. You can
Can I
Make
stab with my short sword?
Yeah, go ahead. Do an attack against the tentacle, and make sure you turn off sneak attack before you do so. And then
How do I do
afterwards,
that? I don't know how to turn off sneak attack.
okay, hold on.
Can I just
Click.
attack and we just take it off the sneak
No,
attack?
it's easy,
Okay,
it's
I
easy
can
to turn
uncheck
off.
sneak. I
If
can
you-
uncheck.
yep.
Okay, I did. I unchecked sneak attack.
There you go.
And I'm hitting with my short sword.
Yep. Okay, that's a good hit. Go ahead and click short sword to do damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put the sneak attack back on
Okay,
because
well,
I didn't want
thankfully
to
it rolled
forget it.
separately. So you only do 6 points of damage, but I'm going to say
Okay.
it's enough that it's going to give you advantage on trying to escape its grapple. So go ahead and make a strength save. And if you roll high enough, then you
I
have...
don't have any strength, but we'll try.
Well, you had advantage, but advantage gave you a 7. So you still failed. You are currently wrapped up in its tentacle. Who wants to respond?
I can respond. I think I could free him.
Okay.
I think at this point, Sabek would do a reckless assault attack, like directly at the tentacle that's holding.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you remembered that you had that, because I totally forgot. That's a good ability. Alright, so you run up. You're right at the tentacle with Hogard. Reckless Assault, I believe, just gives you advantage on the attack, and you have disadvantage against all attacks for the remainder of the turn. But
Yeah.
go ahead, fuck him up. You're not raging currently, correct?
I don't think I'm raging, but I'm looking at my character sheet and it says under global damage modifier, I have rage damage with a checkbox.
Yeah, uncheck that, because that only applies if you are currently under the effect of Dragon's Blood, but you let yourself come off of that.
Do I just hit the great sword or click the great sword like regular?
Yep.
And roll that? Okay.
And you get 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
That hits.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and roll the second one, and then let me see that damage.
Damn.
The second one does not hit, so damage on the first.
Do I chop at the tentacle?
Alright, let's see that damage. Roll damage on the first one.
Okay. Forgot about that.
Alright. Ignore that +4. That was for if you had rolled a critical, which you didn't, but 10 damage. Nothing, not shabby. Alright, yeah, you chop the tentacle. You do 10 damage to it. And I don't think it's enough damage that you released Hogard, but I will say Hogard can reattempt his strength save every time one of you guys attacks the tentacle. So, Dad, let's see that save again. And while he's doing that, yeah, not good enough. You didn't have advantage this time. Or... No, I think letting you reattempt the save was the benefit. So, who wants to go next?
I can
Who
shoot
wants to
it.
attack next?
Gimbal? Alright.
With everything he's got.
Alright, you're just gonna run up and beat the crap out of it?
I'm gonna stay back. I'm gonna morphic reach.
Alright. Are you going to use... which form are you going to use to give yourself advantage in this fight? Are you going to use one of your forms with extra limbs, one of your forms with, like, claws or blades or something like that? Maybe a form with, like, some shielding?
I'm going to use additional appendage
Okay, so that's one
and grow a
additional attack.
giant.
Alright. You used...
I believe I need to spend a key point.
You... Alright, so you get 3 attacks normally, assuming you have an extra appendage on. You can get... Oh, God. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Alright, so you can do up to a total of 5 attacks per turn if you spend a key point and you have a bonus action to spare, which you do.
Cool. Gimble's going to spend a key point and attack 5 times.
Fuck yeah.
And he's going to run up to the monster and he's going to scream as loud as he can.
Okay.
He's going to hit him with all he's got.
Okay. Are you aiming for the tentacle that is holding Hogard?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 5 of those attacks.
I'm in a blind rage, but I'm aiming in that general direction.
Okay.
On Morgan, scream.
That was the best.
Immersion has been heightened.
And if I'm attacking 5 times, do I roll?
You
Monk
do your
unarmed
monk
strike 5
unarmed
times?
strike 5 times in a row.
5 times.
You don't roll damage. Okay, yeah. So keep doing that. 5 of those total. Wow. Wow. Just exceptionally bad dice today.
He was really angry, but he closed his eyes and just punched the air.
Shield was distracting me a little bit. I could hear it down the hall.
Well, 1 of your 5 attacks hits. You already rolled damage, so it's gonna be 6 damage. Dad, you can reattempt your escape if you want. Well done, Gimbal.
Hold on. I am attempting.
Okay. Hey, Gimbal, remember to tally down another one of your key points.
17. Is 17 enough?
17 is enough. Okay.
Nice.
Hogard has broken free. He's not going to be able to step away until next turn, but he is no longer grappled. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, I can shoot it.
Okay.
What's the advantage on the enchanted arrow? Would it be like, well, you said narratively that the creature looked like it could be like not like related, but like to Ciara. Could Ciara tell us more about this creature? Like, if we do a test.
Feasibly, Ciara might have an advantage on like a knowledge check, but I don't think she has anything that can help you in this particular situation. To answer your other question, the benefit of the arrows is that they're magical. So they're going to do they're going to give you a small bonus to attack and a small bonus to damage, but their main benefit is that they're magical and therefore they can affect non-physical things. So if you're fighting ghosts or something, you can affect them with magic arrows, whereas you wouldn't be able to affect them with your physical arrows.
Gotcha.
This thing we've seen from context, Sabek's sword took a big chunk out of its arm, so it seems like it can take damage. So maybe not necessary?
Yeah, we can just use regular arrows. Has it seen me?
No.
So I can do the 2 attacks then.
Yeah. 3.
right.
You get 2 normally. You get a third one if you are sneaky.
Oh, right. Here we go.
Okay. Well, your crit's gonna hit, but it's gonna do crit damage, so that's nice. Go ahead and click on your. Go ahead and roll damage for me. All right, 4 plus 7. Yeah, that's good damage. That's 11 points of damage.
Sick.
Okay. So, Wex, do you want to go first, or do you want Ciara to?
I would like to go first.
All right. What you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna move up a little behind. And I'm gonna blast it in the face.
All right. Just using your Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. That first one hits and crits. The second one also hits. I don't think you can curse this guy because I think you cursed somebody earlier.
Yeah, I cursed Ulrich.
Right, but that's 19 plus 5, 24 damage. Not bad at all. Okay. And Ciara is going to run up into the middle of this whole chaos. And she's going to say, like, Hogard, get back. And she's going to hold up her cross and channel a spell. And she's going to channel the spell Spirit Guardians. And so, in a 15-foot radius around her, several, like, spectral ghostly knights appear and start kind of, like, floating around her and will, you know, attack enemies in that range and protect friends and stuff like that. Okay, so it's the top of the turn order. Do we want to start with the enemy?
So Sobek within that?
Yes, you guys are within it,
that?
and you guys are. You're not getting like an AC bonus. You're getting the protection that if somebody were to like approach you, these spirits would attack them, basically.
Okay.
So Hogar's plan is to just crawl away. Hey, I need you to know that's my intent.
Okay,
When it comes up.
I think Hogard goes first for sure.
Right.
So nice thing, you have an ability called Cunning Action, which lets you do a few things as a bonus action. One of those is that you can disengage, which lets you move away from somebody without an attack of opportunity. So you can disengage, move, and then do something on your turn. Or you can disengage and move twice. Or whatever. So...
hold on a second. I'm interested in this. I'm looking for that ability. Cunning action. I wasn't aware. Quick thinking, agility, move and act. You can take bonus action. So, you know, if I can, I would like to like disengage, and I would like to try and shoot with my short bow if I'm able to do that in one turn.
Sure. Well, you disengage. You get back to like the other side of the room. You've got all of Ciara's like spirit guardians between you and it, and take a shot with your short bow. And you will have sneak attack on this one because the enemy is being threatened.
All right. Also, I'm pissed.
Also, because you're pissed. Actually, yeah, I'll give you advantage on this attack because you're pissed. I'm glad I gave you advantage because without it you would have missed. But you hit. And go ahead and roll it. And looks like sneak attack damage is included. Fuck yeah, 18 damage. That's a solid chunk of change.
All right.
Okay. At this point, the creature is severely like bleeding from several wounds, and on its turn, it is going to disengage and run away. So, let me check distance here. Okay, that's about right. It gets this far away, and I think that is all it can do on its turn because it's used disengage to get away from you guys without moving. But even though it disengages, it is still going to be affected by the spirit guardians because they don't give a shit, and it's a spell. So he has to make a wisdom save or take 3d8 damage. And he passed. Apparently this is a very wise Akyok. Okay. So everyone except Hogard gets a chance to go.
Who's going to attack?
Gimbal?
Was going to attack with as many strikes as he did last time.
Okay.
And he's going to attempt a stunning strike.
Okay, then you're not going to be able to use... You have to spend a key point to do... You can't do stunning strike and one of your extra attacks at the same time. So that's 4 attacks, but one of those is stunning. Still, it's good.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. So go ahead and do 4 attacks. That hits. Hits.
Wow.
See,
Nice.
all of your bad luck from
Good
last
hit.
turn, you were just saving it up.
Very nice.
All right. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see that damage.
Tells
Every strike saw that give it. Damn.
Yes, good.
what?
Yep, 2 more.
Damn. Damn.
One more.
23.
Oh, damn.
Take
that tentacles!
The creature is like significantly injured at this point and is letting out just wailing noises as it tries to get away from you.
I want to hear it!
All right. Who goes
Hey,
next?
Brian. If no one else wants to, I would like to go next. But how high is this?
High enough that you can see over it, but you can't walk over it easily. Let's say counter height.
Could I climb it
Sure.
and then also still attack?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's gonna take an extra, let's say, 5 feet of movement to climb it, but I think you would still be fine on movement. Yeah, you're fine. So, what do you want to do?
I want to run across the
Yes?
big table and then jump and then bury my axe in its head.
Fuck yeah. Are you gonna use one of your spells? I know you have some melee spells. Yeah? No?
No, because I'm so excited from everybody else and the way that they've been fighting that I'm just like I gotta pull out my axe and do something.
Okay. You're not doing like elemental weapon or branding strike or anything?
Can I brand him?
Yeah. No, branding strike is just like it's like a limit break attack. Like you just do extra damage and stuff.
Oh, well then I'm all the way there. I'll definitely do that. I'm gonna jump up in the air and then just come down real hard.
have it on this wiki. I'm looking up branding strike. Actually, hold on. It's in your. I'm gonna borrow your character sheet for a second because your character sheet has it.
Yeah, no, you got it. It just told me like to choose what level to use it at.
Yeah. We say level 3, and you cast every spell at level 3. Well, shit, that doesn't tell us all the details. I want to know the deets. But you're gonna do some extra damage. Alright, Branding Strike, you cast it as a bonus action. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon action, it does an extra 2d6 radiant damage, 3d6 in your case. The target becomes visible if it's invisible and sheds dim light and can't hide. So, go ahead and roll a regular weapon attack. For your great axe. Alright, that hits. Let me see that damage. Alright. Okay. So it's a total of 17. Yeah, 17 total damage.
Take that, you stupid beast.
Well, and that's a very good amount of damage because that's exactly as much as you needed. And you, you want to give me the killing animation? What happens?
Yeah, I'd like to just like jump as high as I can and like come right down on its head.
Yeah.
While I'm coming down, I'm taking the axe and like dragging it along with me. I'm gonna slam its head right into the ground like straight God of War style.
Fuck yeah. Alright, and that's so good. And as the axe is coming down, it starts gushing forth radiant light and just full on anime finisher style. This dude is dead. Alright.
Motion
dead.
everywhere.
Alright, so, alright, give me a second. I'm doing a little bit of bookkeeping, and then...
Question.
Did you have a question?
Yeah.
What's up?
Is danger sense? Is my danger sense like a ability that I can use, or is it just like a passive type of thing? Like, what does danger sense mean?
It's probably passive.
Sorry, you were cutting out for that. It's probably passive.
Yes. At second level, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps or spells.
Okay.
That or spells part is big because it means any spell that can be dodged, you have advantage against. All right. So.
Oh, so I have to hit the cause to see the description.
Yep.
Oh, whoops.
No, I think the cog lets you edit it. You click the red name to see the description, and I think you click something else to send it to chat. Okay, so in the cave beyond, where Wex, you can see this little tight corridor that was hard to notice before. Down this tight corridor, the cave goes on, and there's like some more stuff to see. There's also a whole lot of interesting stuff going on in the top part of the room, as you can see above. So, one thing that's worth mentioning, actually, let me check my notes, because I probably pre-wrote this. Okay, so, all right. At least half of the room is dominated by this underground pond, as you've seen in most places. Water can be heard dripping down into it from the stalactites above. There are 5 dominant stalagmites sticking out from the underground pond. Each of them has an interesting, almost carved-looking figure on its top. You could do an investigation to get some more detail on that. It could be natural, it could be man-made, it's hard to say. There's a long rickety bridge that crosses over the lake. At the base of the bridge is a huge bell, as you might find in like a church. There's a sign attached to the bell that reads, in multiple languages, ring to announce yourself that mighty Varunga might anticipate your arrival.
Well, I should just knuckle and walk over and ring it.
Okay, you walk over and ring it?
Yep.
Can I just say that Hogarth's nursing some of the healing potion in the meantime?
Okay.
Quickly,
so you took,
quickly chugging healing potion.
Yeah, I think you took like, what, 4 doses of it earlier?
I
Gimble
don't
did.
think taking any.
Gimble did,
No,
sorry.
I didn't get hurt at all last time.
Right. Gimble took 4 doses. Dad, you can roll yourself 1d6 plus 1 as many times as you want, and that's as much healing as you get. You just kind of keep chugging the potion until you get there.
All right. Tell me how I roll that again. Just type it.
Oh, it's just the word / roll 1d6 plus 1. Like that. Sabek, as you ring that bell, the 5 humanoid figures on top of these statues, or on top of these stalagmites. Did I do that correctly? Yes. Hold on. Hold on. They all shift slightly and stand upright. And then, as one, they like lift one arm up and point towards the door at the end of the room. And they make no other motion.
That's an interesting reaction.
Okay.
They're going to attack us.
So that door at the end of the room, is that the one labeled 8C?
Yes.
There's also a door under at south part, 8B.
Yeah.
So which one are we looking at? They're pointing at 8C?
They're pointing at 8C.
Yeah.
There's also a what appears to be some kind of like natural, maybe a natural door or a natural like nook in the wall in the northeast corner of the room. But you don't see any way to get to it because there are no bridges that lead over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh, I see it.
So, how do you guys want to proceed?
I would like to rummage through this body, and then also, is there a way that I can investigate to find out, like, maybe what happened to the people it killed? Like, was that recent?
You could explore the area. Otherwise, no. I mean, when you say rummage through the body, can I get some more details?
I mean, well, I have to pull my axe out of its head because it's probably lodged in there real good.
Yeah.
And I kind of just want to use my axe and maybe my dagger to open it up a little just to see if there's anything
Are
inside.
you looking in its
Like
stomach?
any treasure. Yeah, I'm definitely looking in its stomach.
Okay, remember that this is a creature that lives in filth and carrion. Its stomach contents are not pleasant, and in fact, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution save.
Wow, it's that bad?
That's fantastic.
It's real bad.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It wasn't me.
Smells like purple.
Okay. You're actually able to, probably because of your like demonic, guardian that you work with, able to resist its influence. Now that the fight is over, Hogard, you have you've managed to recover a lot of your health with that healing potion. So all of your wounds have closed themselves up, but you still feel a little bit funky. Like your stomach doesn't feel quite right ever since that creature bit you, and you are diseased.
Oh my God.
So have fun with that. Wex, no,
Do
you don't
whatever
find
it is.
anything even remotely feasible or helpful in that thing's stomach.
Since I'm the only one that's on this side, like, was the monster big enough that it kind of blocked that little like walkway, or can people like move through that?
Yes, but somebody could squeeze through down here.
Yeah, because I think I'd like to go down towards 8B since I kind of see it, but I might yell since and Gimbal are close. I might go just like, yo, there's more down here.
Okay. Can you move your guy over? Can you move your guy over to? Yeah, perfect. The room that you find seems to be this creature's nest.
Wow.
And there is just a whole piles and piles of rotting carcasses and garbage and all that stuff. But you also see some like statues and like maybe some scraps of equipment left these corpses. So if you roll an investigation check, I will allow you to dig through all this filth and see what's inside. But you might or might not need to make a Constitution save.
Gross.
Do you want to do it?
I mean, I'm a nasty dude, so I think I'm gonna try it.
Okay, make a Constitution save for me. All right, you're fine.
Hey now, luck of the Irish, not gonna do that again.
Yeah, real good. Wow, that's 3 19s in a row. Okay. So there's just so much stuff here that at a cursory 5-minute digging you don't find anything of note, but you've gotten through maybe like 10% of the junk. If you want
Of what I've gone through, what would be the most valuable thing, like probably in the front area?
I mean, you like found a guy's scarf. There's a statue, but it's like an old busted like garbage statue at this point.
That mirror. That's the statue of Magus from Chrono Trigger. But...
Yes, it is. Okay.
Lenara,
Can
do
I
you
also
wanna dig
take
her?
a chance in a gross pile?
Yeah. If
Everybody
you're willing
in
to
the
get your
pile.
arms dirty.
I absolutely am. So
I don't say hands
investigation.
dirty because you're gonna have to like really get elbow deep in there. Yeah.
Hello.
Give me a con save and an investigation. I think elves might actually be immune to disease, but I can't be sure.
Sick.
Let me see. You have advantage on saving throws against magic. Can't be put to sleep. No, I don't see anything. Okay. In any case, you're actually fine. You don't get infected with anything. Okay, so with the two of you looking together, after a few minutes of digging, you are able to like real quickly like categorize all the stuff in here. Most of it is expired food from like adventurers that this thing has killed, adventurer corpses. It looks like there were some weapons in there at one point, but it's like horrible, horrible stomach acids have like digested them down to just like slag that's like useless to you. However, you find one dwarven skeleton that is intact, and among his equipment you find, you know, some basic like dwarven leather armor and, you know, basic adventuring gear. You also find one thing that seems kind of out of place on his person. He's wearing these really weird shoes that are kind of like skin tight, and they've got this weird texture on the bottom, and the toes are separated out into their own slots, and it says Vibrams on the side. Yeah, so you find those, and you also find 25 silver pieces in his wallet. And then everything else in here is not worth your time. But those slippers could be something. If you or somebody else in the party wants to do an Arcana check, you could check them and see if there may be some kind of magic item. Oh, fuck yeah. That's not bad at all. Okay, yes. You are able to do some basic, like, 5-minute kind of tests on them. And you find that these are, let me see. These are slippers of spider climbing. And you can just go into the info base tab, where like the chat box is. If you look about halfway in the middle, there's a thing with like an info sign. You can click in there and search the compendium, and it'll pull up the info on these. While wearing these, you basically have free movement across vertical surfaces. So you can walk up walls, you can just Spider-Man all over the place. Anything that doesn't have a solid like contact surface, you won't be able to do. So anything slippery, oily, icy, you won't be able to use this on. But like a good rough brick wall or something, you could just clamber right up.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty sweet,
Those
right?
are really dope.
Those are really dope.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody should write that in their inventory.
Yeah, Lunar, you should 100% write that in your inventory.
All right.
I'd like the silver pieces, though.
Okay, you can have the silver pieces.
Wonderful.
All right.
Glad we had this.
Right?
Thanks for helping me dig through basically his chamber pot.
Yeah.
So
God.
worse. By the way,
Worth it.
I'm just gonna say canonically, like, you guys are not allowed to stand within 10 feet of anybody else in the party for the rest of the day until somebody's taken a bath.
That makes sense, because we come back and at this point we smelled like it the whole time, so we don't notice anything different.
Oh yeah.
Ciara get kind of like hungry at the smell of this?
Oh
or-
god, no. Okay, Ciara has not been back there, so as long as nobody like informs her of it, she's fine.
Okay.
Holgard would like to check out that armor. If it's dwarf armor, leather armor, is that better than what he had?
No, it's about the same as what you have.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so, reconvening in the main room, we've got a bunch of statues pointing at this thing. There's kind of a nook in the wall with a bridge leading up to it, but no way to get over to that bridge. How do you guys want to proceed? Oh, and there's also like this underground lake here, which I mentioned only because two of you guys just like swam around in shit.
Well, I mean, I'd like to start walking across while thrusting Varuga's tongue out into the air. Like, look what I did, gargoyles.
Okay.
They're gonna be really happy with this or really, really mad.
It's a taunt.
They actually don't show any reaction to it.
Holgard is following. I'm not going to be first this time.
Okay, nobody's checking out this thing?
Oh, I thought I did
Fly
already.
over there and check it out, but we'd have to like fly there. We'd have to have someone who can fly.
Well, we can swim in the water,
Can
right?
we swim there?
Hey, Lunara.
Who can morph into a fish?
Oh wait, I can use the boots or the slippers.
Yeah, just go ahead and Assassin's Creed your way over there.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
is
gonna
that
do that.
happening?
Yes.
Lunara puts on her
Boots and slippers.
Lunara puts on her rock scrambling boots, her Vibram Five Fingers, and scrambles her way across this wall here, over to here, and you get to the end there. It looks like it's like a passage that would lead into another chamber, but actually it's only about like 10 feet deep. It doesn't really go anywhere, but it does have some stuff stuffed in it. So, according to my notes, there's an alcove in the wall here. There's a pack of gear stuffed away in it. There's a note on top that reads, "Don't take, just leaving this here so it won't be in my way while I'm sneaking in to steal some of Varunga's stuff. I'll be back in like an hour. P.S. That means you, Eggard." The note and the pack are both covered in years of dust and cobwebs.
And I'm not Eggard, so I'm taking it.
Okay, I think that's fair. Do you want to dig through his pack?
Yes.
I don't think there's any kind of investigation roll here because you just dig it. Inside, you're going to find. First things first, you open up the back and there's like fire inside. There's like a fucking lit torch, but none of the stuff is burned, which is weird.
What?
Okay, so this isn't actually super weird to you because you've lived in this society and you've seen shit like this before. This is actually an item that wealthy people in this world have fairly often. That is an ever-burning torch. It's an enchantment anybody with a few hundred gold to spare can pick up in town at any town that has a good enchanter in it. But it's a torch that constantly lets off a flame-like light, but never the light isn't actually hot, so you can like stick your hand on it, and it's kind of like skin temperature. Like it's not cold, but it's definitely not fire. And you know from experience, these things are really cool because you can't smother it. You can like dunk it in water and stuff; it won't go out. And it's ever burning. You can leave it in a backpack, and somebody comes and finds it 100 years later, and it'll still be lit. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
You find that. You're also you find a lot of other like standard adventuring stuff that you would expect to find. You're gonna find one interesting item. There's a large hammer in here, but not like a war hammer, more like a blacksmith hammer kind of thing. It's at like the bottom of the bag, and as you grab it and like you're pulling all this stuff out of the bag, you grab it, you pull it out. As it comes out, it's going to brush against a cooking pan that's in the bag that has been rusted all the way through. And as the hammer brushes this cooking pan, you see the metal on the rust hole starts to re-knit itself as if like rolling back in time, and the damage to the cooking pot is miraculously undone.
We have to take this sweet hammer.
That's a pretty sweet hammer.
Right? I want to take the torch and the hammer.
Okay, so I'm just going to paste down my notes of what I have. What I have for this thing. You guys can figure this out with like a few minutes of experimentation back at camp. Also, you guys have to come up with a name for it because you don't know anything about it. All right, so congrats on finding that really good nook. you're able to walk your way back over and share what you found.
Awesome. Everyone has to check out the sweet hammer.
Good point.
Okay. So, with that said, I don't think there's anything else for you guys to do in this room. Does anybody have anything they want to do or investigate before we move on?
I don't think so. Not on my end, at least.
What is Hogarth's health like? Can he take some more healing potion, or does he?
You can, but that healing potion is, I mean, you guys get hurtled. And, I mean, you can heal naturally by just, like, resting. So, if there's no rush, you guys might want to just take, like, a short rest. And that's just, like, you take an hour and sit around and have lunch or something. And at the end of that, you can heal a reasonable amount. You basically get like 1 health bar worth of healing that you can spread out throughout however many short rests you want in a day. You could do that. You could drink the potion, but I was thinking that the potion is nice because you can use it in like a boss fight or something if one of you gets low on health. Whereas outside of a fight, you could just rest.
Well, I feel like we've kind of spent an hour here investigating already. So how much health might I recover in an hour?
So the way it works is you pick a number of hit dice that you want to roll. And for each hit dice that you roll, you recover 1d something plus your constitution. It's basically the roll that you did to determine your health in the first place. And you get a number of them equal to your level. So theoretically, all of those together should add up to about as much as the hit points that you currently have. The trick is your hit dice recover every night, but every day you have that pool to use however you want. So if you're going to rest 4 times throughout the day between like fight rooms or something, then you can't get a full heal every time. You have to decide how you're going to tally up your healing.
So what is Hogarth's level?
Hogarth's level is 6.
Okay.
If you look on your character sheet, there's a section called Hit Dice under your hit points. You can click the Hit Dice word, and it'll do that roll for you. And there's also a tally that you can bump down as you use them.
Okay. So I've just been sitting around kind of resting for the last hour while everybody else is doing this stuff. So what should I roll? How many of these dice?
As many as you want. In this case, you guys have done the big boss fight. You can probably just use all 6 if you want. Normally you would save some if you think you're going to be doing more fighting in the day. You might want to save some to use later in the day, but for now,
I'll just roll those 2, and I'm
that's
good
only
for
3
now.
points of health.
So
You good?
I'm at like 21 points, but I took that potion earlier, so
Okay.
I'm diseased. I don't know what that means, but I've got 21 points of health.
We'll get to that later. Okay. So, can somebody drag all the party members together and kind of regroup them while I get the next room ready?
A couple of us are on this bridge.
Okay. So everyone just drag your map up north a little bit, and you'll find the exit to room 8C just north of the room itself. See where I'm pointing? Vanitas would recognize this room because this is where he went in when he did his negotiation with Varunga. So you're currently standing in a, I mean, it is what the room looks like. There is what appears to be a dragon in the corner of the room covered in slag iron, which you guys might or might not have talked to Vanitas about. And there is some treasure, and otherwise, I don't know what to tell you about this room.
Who's gonna go investigate that gold?
Yeah,
Right.
I think Hogar wants to investigate the gold as well. But he's not the first. Someone else said it first, so he's second.
All right, so Gimbal goes in and investigates first. There's a sizable hoard here. So... All right, so you'll find there's some things in here that are not obvious human treasure. There's like skulls from like woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tiger teeth. There's other like monster parts. You find a variety of coins and gems in different mintings, different like different nationalities, coinage, currency, different currencies. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so interestingly, there's a large amethyst at the top of this hoard that is kind of it's letting off a gentle but like vibrant light that is illuminating the whole hoard and kind of making it like sparkle and light up. You can you could appraise that amethyst, and is there like an appraised skill or something that could be used as an appraised skill? Anyone know? I'm sure there's not a literal appraised skill.
So I'm going to try and drop this axe I've been carrying and the sword, the daggers and stuff, and make room and carry gold instead.
Yeah, would it be
do I have any
Arcana?
problem?
Yeah, I feel like
Or
Arcana would be
history.
the closest. that you
That's
could get.
fine, Dad. I'm gonna say it's
Is
investigation.
that
Actually, no, it's totally history, because history actually applies to anthropology and just like social studies and knowledge of cultures and stuff. So yes, as weird as it sounds, I need you to make a history check.
Who are you talking to?
Anybody who wants to appraise things. So, Gimbal, as you're inspecting this large glowing amethyst, you find that it is, you think it could be worth a good amount of gold. I'm gonna say maybe as much as a solid 1,000. Maybe 1,000 gold for this, big, bright, gem. It is clearly magical in some form. It's glowing.
Careful,
So-
it could be a trap.
There could. Hold on.
I think that we should take it for the group.
I mean, that's
His eyes start to widen.
okay. So
and
I'm
at a ruby.
dropping in first. You guys are going to find some cold hard cash.
So that
so you
topaz
find-
is the summer's heart.
did I not include that? Okay. Yes, Summer's Heart is the name of the glowing amethyst. That's the name the rulebook gave it. You guys would have no way of knowing that, so I wasn't going to include it, but sure.
Damn.
So you guys find just piles and piles and piles of gold and silver, and that's where we end up with this 12,000 silver, 4,000 gold number. Interestingly, Normally, I'm not going to make you guys keep track of currency weight because you can, like, just do whatever. This, I'm going to need you guys to actually come up with how you're carrying that out of there, because I think that's, like, a solid couple 100 pounds worth of treasure.
How much can any one of us carry?
Yeah.
We'll work out that math in a second, because there's a few other things you find in here. You find some skeletons. And searching these skeletons, you're... Can I just get, like 2 Arcana checks from everyone in the group? Just to do general appraisals on magic items.
Super.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Hogard knows his stuff. Okay, so Hogard and Ciara and Wex are going to find the majority of it. Let me get back to my notes. You guys collectively are able to sort through all the gear on all of these corpses of adventurers.
I feel like Sebek would be more interested in that statue of a dragon and wouldn't really want to have anything to do with magical artifacts.
Sure. So the statue of the dragon, you can ask Vanitas, and he says between tears because he feels real bad about this, that Varunga revealed that is Varunga's father, and this is the traditional burying, corpse dealing with method among his people, is when somebody dies, you, among slag dragons at least, you encase the body in slag and, like, keep it with you.
Sebek would smash off its head.
Okay. Vanitas isn't here, so I don't have to deal with that. Vanitas is very
Vanitas will probably
dragon.
cry. Yeah. He's going to be because he likes religious artifacts as well, so
Yeah.
this would really piss him off. But
Man, I look over and I'm just smiling.
is there anything
Okay.
inside?
I mean, there's like a dragon skeleton inside. Actually, I don't know how objects would decompose when totally encased in iron.
That's what I'm wondering. It's a magical creature.
There would probably be some, like, rotten flesh inside. Like,
Any scales, or is it all like? Would that all be burnt off by the slag?
it's all useless. There's nothing worthwhile in there.
Okay. Well, I'm satisfied with my sign of disrespect.
Hey, I've got a good piece of news for Lunara.
What's up?
Check the chat.
Oh, nice.
All right. So there's some Lunara loot in there.
Yeah, I really want to take that hand axe.
It's yours.
Cool. Pocketing.
That's a cloak of Elvenkind, right?
Yeah.
So I would like that Bracers of Archery if someone hasn't snagged that.
I think Lunara is gonna take those because she is an archer and she wants that
Okay.
bonus damage. Although that can be between you guys to discuss because Hogard also shoots a lot, and I think Lunara might have slightly higher damage output to begin with. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, I can just take the cloak then.
You guys decide among yourselves how you want to break it up.
Yeah, I'm fine with the cloak.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I could trade you for it, or do I have anything? Ooh, wand of magic missiles.
Oh my god, Dad, you're such a freaking nerd. I love it. I'm sorry. This is a running joke that, like, every character my dad has ever made is a wizard, and he just freaking loves the most generic wizard spells. And so my dad, like, every character he makes is like, magic missile, magic missile.
Well,
No, it's good. You do
this
you.
dwarf is not a wizard. I'm playing something different.
No, you're doing something new. You're playing Hogard. You're expounding your boundaries, and now Hogard has a wand of magic missile. That's okay.
Tell you what, Lennar, you take the bracers of archery. I'll take the magic missile, because Hogard likes things. He likes, devices and stuff. He's enthralled with this wand. His magic.
Poor Gimbal walked over here and didn't get anything out of it. You should pocket that gem.
Right.
I mean, 1,000 gold is probably a fair appraisal price for most of these items. That's fair. Also, you guys found a lot of other magic items that you guys could throw into the pot if we're, making up, like, who gets what kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And feasibly, about how much gold do you think we could keep on ourselves from this pile? Like, we just pocketed a little bit of gold.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. I think there's 10 silvers to a gold, so, that 12,000 silver is the tricky part. The 4,000 gold, I mean, each gold coin is, it's the size of like a silver dollar. Not terribly heavy. You could one person could probably carry all 4,000 of that if they wanted to, without having a huge backache. That 12,000 silver is what's gonna get you, and that's not worth quite as much, but, I'm gonna say, throughout the whole party, we could stuff our backpacks full and be able to carry all that out of there, but none of us are going to be fit for dodging at all, and we're all gonna have, like no dex bonuses to dodge, until we get to town.
Carry a fair amount.
Huh?
I'd imagine. Sabek is a pretty big dude. He can carry a good amount, I
can
imagine.
easily carry 2 or 3 people's worth.
But he doesn't want to have anything to do with the magical artifacts, so
Well,
I'm
that's
not carrying
easy.
those.
Yeah, the other people carry those. Okay, so I think we can say Sabek carries all that. So, before we go, I want to break up who gets what before we go back to town and this becomes like, everyone forgets about what they got and then it's like you got nothing out of this big adventure. So,
how many of us are there all together? 5?
Plus Vanitas and Ciara. Lunara, Ciara, Wex, Gimbal, Hogard, Sabek, and Vanitas.
How many is that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Well, how about we divide the gold up 7 ways, and then the silver people can take as much as they can carry, I guess, or want to try.
Okay. So I'm gonna just include the silver in with the gold and do some math here.
So we would carry we'd be carrying like 600 pieces of gold each if we divide that up 7 ways.
I'm giving you. I'm doing the. So So that's the total amount of gold, not including the amethyst. 5370 over 7. That's how much gold you guys would get if you split it evenly. And I imagine Hogard is the one who does that math, because I don't think anybody else in this party is math literate. Then we've got...
What
I'm a pirate.
What would the weight of 600 pieces of gold be? How many pounds?
Hold on.
Take a stab in the dark and say 100 pieces of gold would be like 10 pounds.
So it's like 60 pounds then. So
Hold. I got it. Hold on. A standard coin weighs about 1/3 of an ounce, so 50 coins weighs a pound.
all right, so 500 would weigh 10 pounds.
Yes.
600 would be like 12 pounds, right? It doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem like enough wood for 600 pieces of gold.
Well, I mean, each piece is just a coin. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. So we've got 83 pounds of gold and 240 pounds of silver.
All right, 240 divided by 7. That would be...
Okay.
34 pounds each.
Sure.
And I'm thinking about the silver there.
Yeah, we can. I'm sure as a party we can handle that. Sabak might need to help some of the smaller, weaker people out. I know several people in this party are less than average strength. Looking at Ciara and Lunara and Vanitas. Okay, so breaking up, I'm just gonna list out all the magic items by name that we've found so far. So we've got the Wand of Magic Missile.
I have that.
Of Elven Kind. Don't know who's getting that.
Lunara, I think, has that, doesn't she?
She was going to take that in lieu of the Bracers of Archery, but nobody... I mean, she's getting the Bracers of Archery, so who knows?
Lunara, would you rather have that Elven Cloak? I'm not Elven.
The Elven Cloak helps everyone, actually, but it's... I think it's just that, like, this... that elves are famous for producing. But yeah, that would help some...
Well,
Lunara...
I'll take the Elven Cloak if Lunara wants the Bracers and she doesn't want it.
Actually, that might be a good deal, just because Lunara is already really good at stealth, and Gimbal is not as good at... Hogard is not as good at stealth. Okay.
So what would I be getting?
Hold on. We're trying to work that out.
Okay.
Alright, I think that is everything that you guys found today, and everything else that you guys have, we already listed out. Alright, so...
Yep, that looks good.
So, Hogard is getting the Wand of Magic Missile. And the Cloak of Elvenkind. Everyone fine with that? Yes, everyone's good?
I mean, I'm cool with it. Unless, I mean, Gimbal. What is Gimbal getting?
Gimbal, do you want anything from here, Gimbal?
I was looking for a weapon.
Hold on.
Who's taking
say
that hammer?
Hold on.
Looking for a weapon.
So, the thing with you, Gimbal, is that as a monk, you're already, like, your body is a weapon.
Wait.
Definitively. In the literal
Should I
sense.
get a weapon? Should I get a weapon or...
You don't, like, you wouldn't do any more damage if you had a weapon.
I'm good.
Okay. In that case, I think Gimbal should take the extra stone that's worth 1,000 gold.
Fine with me.
Gimbal,
yeah.
what do you think about those slippers of spider climbing? It would go with your whole thing to turn into a spider
I
a lot.
really want them.
And at a meta sense, it would fit very well with Morgan, so that his character can finally have his Vibram 5 fingers.
I gotta say, I'm really jealous.
Okay. I think Gimbal should get the slippers of spider climbing and the expensive rock.
I'm cool with that. Is everybody cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Great.
By me.
Hey Wex, are you trying to? You're trying to get the returning hand axe. Okay. I think your character might also be a good fit for that ever-burning torch, just because you and Sabek are the only two, like, humans with boring human eyesight. Everyone else has some level of low light vision or night vision or something.
Yeah, I think I'd be interested in the ever burning torch.
Sabek, do you want to get in on that fight?
No, I don't really want any of the magical stuff. Whoever takes the hammer of repair, I'm just gonna stay near them. But I'm not gonna I don't want anything.
Do you, so I don't know anybody who's a particularly good fit for that. As the main, like, melee fighter, I kind of think Sabek fits for it best if he's comfortable having something like that.
Lex, do you want to carry that? Because I really don't want to carry that. I don't like.
I mean, I'll put it in my pack. I know how you feel about it, but we're gonna have to. We have to fix our armor at some point, and I'd rather not spend the money.
If I carry magical stuff with the treasure that we carry, I might just throw it into the water.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'll take the hammer.
Actually, Ciara actually would like that. She has kind of a weird thing about, like, knights and weapons and armor and stuff, even though she's not so good at using them, but she really likes them, and she likes, like, repairing armor and stuff. So if you gave that to her, she would totally be down for being the party smith.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to you and just be like, "Here,
Cool with
Merry
that.
Christmas."
I'm cool with asking CR to fix my giant berserk guts blade.
Okay. And did you guys see that the nice thing about it is it also enhances everything it's used on, so she can use that on your sword before a fight, and it'll give you a bonus to attack during the fight.
It's dope.
Cool.
All right, is there any items that we are missing?
No, I
So
think
what
that
do-
accounts for everything, right?
What do we do with the golden stuff when we get back into town? I mean, is there a bank or is there some way to safely keep it?
What you can do is you can convert it into platinum coins, which are worth like 10 gold coins, and then that you can carry in your wallet without like too much inconvenience.
Cool.
Cool. All right, come on,
Alright.
Sabek. Time to load you up.
Every person who's taking an item needs to write down like the description of that item in their inventory.
Can you convert platinum coins into anything, or is that where the conversion ends?
I think Electrum is more expensive than platinum. Actually, I'm gonna headcanon it and say it's aluminum, because I love the fact that aluminum was one of the most expensive metals on Earth for most of history.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, I'm writing
throw
the
it
thing
away.
down in Ciara's. Fuck, why is refinement so hard to type? Refinement. Okay. It's like a tongue twister, but for keyboard. Okay, everybody record down the things that you have, anything you missed so far, and...
How many pounds of stuff am I carrying? I'll just add that to my weight.
I mean, okay, yeah. Add it to your weight, but, like, we'll, get rid of it shortly. You're carrying... Do you want to take, like, half of Ciara and Lunara? This is load, because they're all dex builds and all super weak.
Share the load.
Alright, so we're looking at 83 pounds worth of stuff per person, and if you're taking half of their load each, then you would get 83 times 2.5. Which, 207 pounds? I bet you could actually, do that without too much trouble.
What? Yeah, I mean, that was the plan.
Yeah. I mean, that's not going to be, like, a comfortable fighting weight, but certainly for, like, backpacking...
Well, I'm already carrying, like, 80 pounds worth of stuff, so...
You'll be fine. I'm sure this is fine. Okay. Does anyone have anything else they want to do before we head out?
So what should I write down as far as gold and silver that I'm carrying right now? I have those other items, magic missile and stuff.
We're going to get a total of about 760 gold each. Which I will go ahead and write down on Ciara. Everybody remember to write down all the gold you just got on your character sheet. There's a section for it down by your equipment. So Ciara is at 1,060 gold total. Oh, hey, look! It calculates your gold into your weight, actually. Automatically. That's cool. Yeah, sure. We don't need to make a big deal. How do you do what?
I delete items from my character sheet because I just added something in my inventory called treasure gold / silver.
Sure. There's a red. Okay, you click you click the lock in the bottom right corner, and then you can click delete.
It showed me. Cool.
Okay, so.
Well, since it shows us the weight, should we actually write the actual number of gold and the actual number of silver in here?
Maybe. We're gonna deal with that in like just a second, so I don't want to make too big of a deal about it. Okay, we're going to be going back to Tribor soon, but all right, am I good? I'm mostly good. So I'm going back to the first map again, and we're going to see. Oh no, did I not record it? No, I did. Okay, I did. I'm good.
Wait, before we go forward, I still need to know how much gold and silver I'm adding to my inventory.
Add 760 gold total to your inventory. Don't worry about the silver. We'll just bank it out as soon as we get back to town. So, everyone can go back to the first side of the map. All the normal players should be there already. DMs need to transfer over. Hey, Zai. Can you find me kind of like a goofy, upbeat kind of song? That's perfect. If you guys would kindly move yourselves over to near the bottom left corner of the map on the first peak, you'll be back to where we started this mountain at. Everyone there?
Yeah, I just...
Okay. Yep. So, we don't actually run into these people right here. But as we get back on the road, we're all, like, overburdened with all the loot that we're carrying. We get on the road, and as we reach our first crossroads, we're going to run into a carriage, well, kind of a carriage, pulled by a large, chicken-like bird with this big, wide beak. It's anybody with knowledge of nature knows that this is an exotic bird called an axebeak that grows in another country. I swear to God, this is an actual D&D creature. It is a chocobo.
It's not a chocobo. I was getting ready to say.
So it is a chocobo.
I mean, it's totally a chocobo, but it actually exists in D&D.
It's a non-copyright infringing chocobo.
Yes, exactly. I'm very curious when it was added to the mythos in relation to...
It is interesting, because Final Fantasy and D&D were kind of like shaping themselves around the same time.
Yeah, and they largely influenced each other in a sort of
weird way.
Yeah, in a weird back and forth. Okay, so this wagon that you guys pass on the road, it's a 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot wagon, which is tiny. That's a tiny wagon. Nobody can fit inside this wagon. It's covered in bright purple canvas.
Wagon.
Huh?
Where's the wagon?
Are you back on... go to the bottom left corner of the map. Do you see where I'm pointing? Any luck?
I'll find it. Continue.
Okay. Bright purple canvas covers this wagon. The exterior is decorated with a multitude of brightly colored feathers. And there's a noticeable odor as you pass it it's not unpleasant, but it's very strong. It smells of ointments and herbs and spices and exotic smells. So, on the side of the wagon, taking up exactly as much space as you can in a 4 foot by 4 foot wagon, it says, Assad's traveling store of mysterios and wonders. And on the other side of the wagon, there is a door that can be pulled open and a slot for display that is currently empty. And given all this preamble, as soon as they see this wagon, Ciara and Vanitas both let out a whoop of joy and go running over because they know Assad, and this guy is great. So, with that said, as soon as he sees customers, Assad will wave to them from his seat in the wagon, up at the driver's seat, and he will come down and walk over and introduce himself. He is Assad, the magnificent merchant and traveler of the world. There is his beautiful wife, Gwyneth, travels with him. And if anybody would like to step inside and see his wares, he is more than happy to buy and sell from any who would have him. I totally,
All right,
I didn't mean to dump so many items on you guys right now, but it's like we're not going to get a better opportunity to do this in a long time. So like, this is your stocking up for the big adventure scene.
Okay, I would like to see what he has for armor.
Okay, as
Armor,
you,
maybe some enchanted short bows.
sure, as you you know, you might be kind of skeptical because this is a tiny box that maybe one person could fit inside if they like hunched up. But as Assad opens the door up, you can see that there's actually a staircase leading down, which makes no sense because there's ground down there. And it's a little bit of a TARDIS situation going on here. Bigger on the inside and all that. So,
Well, I'm going to take a chance. I want to see what his wares are.
okay.
What does he have?
Did you guys just get a pop-up?
Yes.
Yep.
Does it have a list of items?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. So Assad has everything. He specializes in exotic and rare items, which can be plants and curiosities and stuff. He's also a big fan of magical items. He also has a little bit of everything in normal items, but those are mostly from people who have traded those to him in exchange for something else. They're not his like bread and butter sales. Two things. Well, a big thing worth mentioning. There are 4 locked doors in the back of the store. And they're labeled like, you know, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and then like personal rooms. One of those locked doors just goes to Assad and Gwyneth's house. So you guys aren't allowed back there unless you're their friends. The other 3 doors are basically, they're kind of like premium membership areas where he keeps like increasingly like rare and valuable stuff that he doesn't want to make available to just anyone because, you know, the risk of it being stolen or, you know, used by the wrong kind of people or whatever. So he has this deal where as you pay him certain like increments of money, you get like, you build up like a profile with him. And once you've built up enough trust with Assad, he'll let you into the tier 2 room, and then eventually the tier 3 room and the tier 4 room, if you've, you know, proven yourself trustworthy and profitable and all that stuff. So that's a lot of preamble. You guys have a lot of money.
All right.
Go nuts.
Well, I think I need to get the engineer's battle wrench, which is a mate that uses intelligence instead of strength. That's a good fit for me.
For sure. I don't actually know what Hogard's intelligence is. I assume it's really high.
That's better than my strength. I have a 6 for intelligence. I have 0 for strength.
You are more intelligent than you are dexterous. Wow, you've got weird stat spread. Okay. Yeah, so that's great. That'll do. Actually, you can use that. You can use that for your like sneak attacks, and you'll do a little bit more damage. And also, I believe it says in the description that you can like repair stuff with it more easily or something like that.
Yeah. So I'll take 450 off my gold, and I'm going to keep shopping.
Oh God, I set these consumable prices back when the players had just finished the first level.
Deal's done. Don't go raising
the deal's
the price
done.
on me now.
I'm looking at that 25 gold pieces per flaming arrow and imagining Lunara buying 400 flaming arrows.
I was actually looking at the explosive ones.
Okay, yeah, those are
Yep.
cool. Those are going to be fun, just storage-wise, so that they don't blow up your butt.
Yeah.
So, what I'm going to say to counter all of that is any of these items that that's like a healing potion or flaming arrows or whatever, he has a limited stock of each, and you can't buy more than like it's different for every item, but like if you wanted to buy all of his flaming arrows, he's got, let's say, like 20 flaming arrows. You can't just buy like 400. I'm curious, what are there any Ruthless Fist Gauntlet? Okay, Ruthless Fist Gauntlet that deals an extra 1d4 damage to the enemy, but deals 1d4 damage to yourself as well. That's a good item. That's not that big of a risk, because that's on average going to be like 2 or 3 points of damage you deal yourself. In your case, I think you're a little bit stronger, so it might be like 3 or 4 points of damage, but not that bad, and you would deal like a lot more oomph per punch. Is that what you're thinking, Morgan?
Yeah, what's the last part with the monk? Upkeeper.
Monks deal more damage with their unarmed attacks than normal people. So a normal person deals 1d4 damage per punch. A monk at your level deals 1d6 damage, and then eventually 1d8, and then eventually 1d10. So for context, 1d6 is as much damage as a short sword. 1d8 is as much damage as a long sword. 1d10, 1d12 is as much damage as a great sword. So eventually your punches are going to be dealing like battle axe kind of damage per punch, but with the benefit that you can throw out way more of them per turn than anybody with a heavy weapon would ever be able to. Which, by the way, is the reason that you don't want a longsword, even though it would deal more damage, because you would be able to attack once or twice per turn instead of 5 times per turn if you were using a longsword.
Okay.
The reason that's relevant is as your punches go up in power, the reciprocal damage is going to go up as well with these fists. Still a pretty sweet deal.
Okay.
That's gonna do like almost double your punching damage for each attack. And you can do like 5 attacks per turn. You're gonna be like laying down the hurt. That's a great item for you. It does mean you're a little bit more of a glass cannon when using it, but I love it. It's very cool.
You take gold.
Gold?
Payment.
Okay. Just let's start by just getting a list of what everyone's interested in, and then go from there. Are there any items that are standing out to people so far?
I want to get the champion's belt and the anti-grab ball.
All right. Let's see.
I want to reach for the champion's belt at the same time Sabik does.
I think the only way to resolve
What are
this
you
is.
doing?
I think the only way to resolve this is with an arm wrestling match, right?
Absolutely.
All right, your funeral.
I want to arm wrestle on top of the belt.
Okay. Sure. Let's get just a straight up and down strength contest. Each of you roll strength.
Save, or
Go ahead and make a strength save. Damn, Mikhail rolled real good though.
And I'm terrible at strength. Boy, howdy.
I can't see it because my screen is too small.
It's 16. Mikhail beat you.
Let him win.
He had a 4-point like disadvantage on you. All right, so
I let him win.
all right, that's very
Bro,
noble
and
of you.
The
I
only way
look
that
at you and
logically makes any sense.
I know you let me win, so I'm just like, yo, the belt's yours anyway. I really didn't want it.
All right, this ornate belt is given to someone who has bested all opponents in a test of strength once per day. May substitute their strength score for their wisdom or charisma when making a stat check. So basically, you can be doing like, it's like, I'm not quite sure about this guy. He's giving me kind of a weird feeling. I'm just gonna give a good flex here. The muscles say no.
Yeah, that's 100% a Sobek item. Yeah, that's all
so
you.
Good.
Judge things based on a pet twitch, Terry Crews style.
Fuck yeah.
Just look at somebody and just start screaming power.
What about the anti-gravity?
Oh yeah, you're welcome to the anti-gravity orb if you can afford it. I'm trying to find it in here.
I've got everyone's gold right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it usable item or consumable? Consumable, yes.
It's a consumable, yeah.
500. That's a big amount, and you do know it's one use and then it's gone.
Yep.
You don't want to buy like 10 healing potions?
Nope. I've got dragon's blood. I regenerate health when.
Actually, that's true. You don't need healing potions.
Okay.
Small fist-sized glass ball filled with silvery smoke. When the sphere is destroyed, it disables the effect of gravity on everything in a 30-foot radius. It's so good.
That's good.
That's like a good party trick.
It's a big cost item, but I like it. I
You're
think
for
one
a
of
hero jump somewhere.
I think one of my favorite items in here is the jar of bees, which is a literal jar of bees.
I was looking at that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't think of any applications for my character, so I passed.
Okay. You all could buy a raunchy novel.
And they have epic novel.
Yeah. Hey, Gimbal, what do you think about Eastwood's stringless crossbows?
Find it.
Here, I'll paste it in chat. It's at the bottom of the weapons section.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good one. It's just a straight +1 kind of weapon.
How flexible are you on that price?
He will be negotiable on the price if you can offer him something other than gold to negotiate with. I mean, he loves exotic and rare items, and he might, give you more than market value on an item to make a trade go in place.
Have I got a shield for you?
Oh my god, you're gonna get rid of your talking shield? No, it's cool. It's cool. Are you trying to get that for the Eastwood stringless crossbows? Morgan?
I'm sorry. I said I'll think about it.
Okay, yeah, think about it. That's real good.
The stats on that and
Oh, on the returning hand axe? That is literally the same returning hand axe that you have in your inventory. By the way, does he see your hand axe that you just picked up?
yeah, he has to because I already have my great axe on my back. So I'm holding it in my hand and looking at the one that's on the shelf. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's going to, as he's walking by, he goes, "Oh, I see you're a returning customer."
I look up and I'm like, have we met?
No, I mean, I assume, where did you get that axe? I assume you got it from me.
Yeah, sure. What? Okay, is out of character real quick.
Yeah.
Would I be more interested in the returning axe over my great axe just from a fighting perspective?
Your great axe is going to do a lot more damage, and if you're doing ranged damage, you're better off doing your eldritch blasts.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I go, yeah, I'm absolutely a returning customer. I'm actually looking to return this returning axe.
Ironically, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really return as well. So I'm kind of eyeing that Crown of the False King.
Crown of the False King, give advantage on deception rolls. So good. Like half of these items I made up myself. Some of them came from a list of items I found somewhere, and a lot of them come from the Adventure Zone. Okay, so he'll give you, I think, 2/3 market value for a item refund on the returning hand axe. Better deal than he would normally give.
Definitely.
Since it's, as is only fair. So that's, by the way, I am for sure gonna need a deception check on that. You'll have advantage because he believed it first. That's good enough. Okay, so... Okay, so, Hogard is just done with this, and he's gonna try to assassinate Assad. I see how it is.
Wait. Why do you say Hogard?
Because you rolled short sword twice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to equip my engineer's battle wrench.
You're good.
I hope I haven't hurt anybody in the meantime.
You're good. I'll help you out with that in a second.
Okay.
Hey, Gimbal. He will sell you, or he will buy your glowing stone for it would normally sell for 1,000. He'll buy it for he'll buy it for 1,150.
I will buy all this for the stone.
Okay, you get that. Okay, you're buying a few things. The Ruthless Fist, 4 healing potions, so that's 700, and then the 1,000 in exchange, so Alright, so you'll have to take 550 out of your gold and Sell that stone. That is cool as shit. You are now a wall running, six-string shooting cowboy.
Holy hell.
I'm curious if monks can use crossbows. Well, thank you very much. Helpful book. You're not helpful at all. Come on. Aha! Crossbows. Okay, so I'm going to say you're getting the light crossbow version of that weapon. Because that's the one that you're proficient in. So that's 1d8 plus 1 damage plus 1 attack. Loading. I mean, this is a gun, but in fiction, it still uses crossbow bolts. So you just like shove a crossbow bolt in there, and then you can shoot it like a cowboy.
Nice.
Okay. Sabek, you're getting the champion's belt. Are you getting anything else? Oh yeah, you're getting that anti-gravity thing.
I don't think I have enough money for all that. Champion's belt.
Okay. Do you want to get any?
I'm just gonna look at him and smile and be like, "Yo, you let me win. Whatever he needs to cover it, I'd be willing to give him for the axe that I'm just turning in."
Oh.
All right.
So, all right.
Yeah, because we got like 750 from our haul, and then I'm getting 350 from returning my axe.
800 for the belt plus 500 for the anti-grav minus 350. Oh, what? Oh. I did. So, Zai, that brings you to 950. Can you swing that?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
I mean, if I'm spending other people's money, unless that amount of money that you told me to carry was my own.
No, I think you should have about 1,000 some, which is what Ciara has. Oh shit, I gotta pick something out for Ciara. I'm gonna look for something for Ciara while you guys are doing that. That ring of pointing is real good.
Ooh. Also, real quick, is that bag, the bag of wonders, actually still in here, or
No, sorry.
is that gone?
We bought that off of him because Vanitas just loved it so much. And he was very happy to be rid of it because it creeped him the hell out.
Wow.
Alright. I'm definitely getting the inanimate mount, which is a motorcycle. And I might
Okay.
also get those quantum manacles. Let me see if there's anything else in here I need. One of my cats is creep following the other around. Is anyone eyeing that pocket spa?
No, is that under usable items?
Yeah. A pocket-sized tent that inflates to normal size upon use. 4 people can fit within. It grants additional healing when rested within.
No,
And
that's
also,
Oh,
it's a pocket
go
spa.
for it.
I mean, I don't think I can afford it. I got other stuff I want, but it's really, it's. Ooh, that decanter of endless water. That's nice. I think I'm gonna get those 2, and then maybe some healing potions or something, and call it a day.
okay. How many healing potions does Assad have left?
Has anybody bought any yet?
Yeah, Gimbal got
Roden
some.
bought 4. Was Zai talking to us?
No, he was talking to me.
Okay, cool. Those healing potions. I'm gonna say that's one he keeps well stocked, and he has, I think, 30 on hand. Like he's got plenty.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say 20 because otherwise this could get out of hand.
Yeah, I would like to buy 4. I think I'm gonna also buy the Crown of the False King, and then I'm gonna get the Alchemist Ring as well.
What's that do? Extra healing from potions?
Yeah, increases the potency of healing potions.
That's nice because you guys do have those jugs of healing potion as well.
Yeah.
Decanter of endless water. I have exactly enough that I could add this in as well. I'm thinking about picking up 1 truth serum. Because when do you, I mean, that sounds really helpful, right?
Very.
Okay. And that's gonna bottom me. Oh wait, shit. Do I have anything I can sell? I just don't want to be like actually bottomed out. Ciara's gonna sell her silver ring, and I cannot remember what that's worth, so I'm gonna roll a D100, and that's how much it's worth. Well, D20 times 10. Alright, 100. Okay, so she's got 120 gold left after all of this. Now, she's got... I'm all set up. Oh shit. Oh shit. I think Morgan has a grenade launcher. Okay. So that's 150, 175. Okay. So Morgan, let's work out how much money you have after all this stuff. Okay, so you spent 550 total on the equipment earlier. So you have probably like a little under 500 left to spend on this other stuff. I think you can get 10 of each if you want, or how much do you want to get of those?
I could get 10 of each? I thought we each got 700 gold.
Oh, sorry. He has 10 in stock of each of those. You got 700 gold,
okay.
but I think that you had some to begin with because you guys like killed a ghost thing and saved the town and got some money.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead and give yourself 100 more gold than what you had, than that 700, for saving the town. So that would leave you with 300 left to spend. But you might want to save some for pocket money so that you don't have to, sleep in the gutter. Okay. Ciara's done her shopping. Wex, you're done your shopping?
Hey, do I just write this stuff into my inventory, or does it get added in another way?
You can write it in your inventory, and if you have to make special notes about how it works or something, go to the bio section and just drop it into somewhere on your bio.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping these sections expand.
So who were we missing tonight? Is it like Cody?
Yeah, it's Cody. He's actually done this shopping before, so I can just run him through it before next game.
Okay. All right, I'm kind of tired. Do we want to call it quits here, or are we trying to get back to town, or?
I was going to just end the game with you guys like walking back into town as you guys get back. Did you did all your shopping for Hogard? You're getting the
Yeah, I've got 360 left. I'm going to hang on to that. Maybe I can find some
sweet, yeah,
armor.
No shame in that. What did you get for Hogard? I feel like you wrote it down.
I got that wrench thing. That was the main thing, and you're going to help me equip that so that it pulls from intelligence instead of strength.
Oh, right.
I don't know how to get it to change the damage modifier.
I think that's just called the engineer's wrench. Okay.
Well, we can do that later. You can help me equip that sometime.
I'm just going to put that in place of your short sword. That sound good to you?
Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, and I see you just changed all those stats and stuff. Ah, there you go. That's all you have to do.
Yep. Oh, did that work for damage as well? Nope. Damage uses intelligence. Oh, and it's a +1, so it deals 1 point more in every.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty nice there. Okay, I will
What can I beat on to test that? I'd like to test that out. So it's a +7 for attack.
Yeah.
So that wasn't aimed at anyone in general.
He's just kind of swinging. Hey, you know what? He has some like dummies in the back that you can practice stuff out on. These dummies have clearly like been through hell. Like there's like scorch marks on them and like frost marks and all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. So Gimbal, Lunara,
Where
Sabek.
do I put the bio information for the stuff that I bought?
With your character sheet open, bio is the section under your it's next to core and before spells in under your like class information in the top right ish area. Of your
Yeah, I'm on
character
that
sheet.
tab.
Oh, sorry. I've been putting it in treasure at the bottom.
Okay.
But really, I mean, you can do whatever. Okay, so is everyone done shopping? Lunara, did you pick out the things you wanted to buy?
So I think between the gold we had and the gold we got for what we just did, I had 1,000 gold. So
Yeah.
can I get 5 of the explosive arrows and 5 of the flaming arrows if there's that much left? And I think that like is 500 altogether.
Okay, and then save the other 500?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Make a note of that on your inventory. Actually, probably the best way to do it is add it as a counter. So see where it says enchanted arrows? It's got a little plus box under that.
Yeah.
You can hit that bad boy and add in other types of arrows.
Gotcha.
And so add a counter, 5 explosives, 5 fires. I'll have to do that for the others. Now, there's one last thing that's very important. I need to keep track of how much each of you has spent so that I know who qualifies to get into Assad's tier 2 section for next time.
Well, I bought that wrench, the mechanic's wrench. So
I think that was I think that was 800.
Okay.
So Hogard has 800. Ciara just spent 950, I think. No, she spent 1050. Vanitas will update next time we check. Gimbal, how much did you
700.
spend, Gimbal? How much?
700. 700.
Okay, very good. Wex,
I spend 8.
800.
Yep.
Okay. Sabek,
950.
uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and wait. Okay, I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing?
Did you mark me down?
Lunara, how much did you spend?
500.
Sweet.
Hey, Brent, can you pull up that shopping list again? Can you pull up his items? I've lost it on my screen. There you go.
There
Thank
you
you.
go. Okay. And Assad will wish you a very good day. And I assume we're all done shopping. If not, we can just like retroactively throw in some stuff later. All right. He wishes you a very good day and is sure that we will meet again before too long. because it's part of the campaign. So, you guys make your way back to town over the next week or however long it takes. Notably, I think one of the most important things that happens during that time is Lunara, your baby bird under your expert ranger first aid ministrations heals very, very fast and is going to be fully healed by the time you get back to town and is gonna be good to go. So she'll be able to fly and will have all the cool benefits that were listed on her, to begin with.
Nice.
There is somebody that we forgot about who is named Kiliana. This elf lady. She is going to stay with. She's going to stay with Assad and Guinevere and go traveling with them, since she doesn't have a home to return to. And they will drop her off at some town. All right, and with that, we're basically all done. I just have one thing to wrap up. Turn that off. Okay. Pop him off.
Good job,
Which is
guys.
Vanitas.
You can be sword.
Vanitas has 37 max? God, that's nothing. Okay. So going to grab our whole group here. Copy. Move us over to the Tribor. And okay, I think the way I'm gonna do this is you guys come back into town with very little fanfare and are able to have a quiet night at the inn to rest and regroup before anything exciting happens. Not that anything exciting is going to happen. That wouldn't happen in a game like this. Alright, so we will... Oh, that shield is gone. Okay, so we'll end it here, and next game we'll pick it up and decide where you guys can go from here.
Cool.
All right, been fun. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, good game, everyone.
Next time.
Yeah.